Okay, I am hoping this will be the final video. I'm gonna have to try to move a little bit quicker. So what we're gonna do is down in here, like I mentioned in the last video, we're gonna be working more like in this area of the app. We're gonna be using use effect here to load the model on startup. Okay. That to load once here. I'm gonna use another use effect after the model is loaded, and this is gonna be doing like a loading animation. Okay, and we're gonna make that right now. Okay, and so this is gonna disable the cam button while the model is loading. We want to disable the cam button, model status CSS, and then want to show that like on the CSS we want to change it to show like it like model is loading, and then set garbage status removed. So this will remove like the can on the UI while the model is loading. Okay, and then set the status, model status. So this is gonna say object detection loading. Okay, and then we're gonna do like a set timeout. We're gonna let that run. And set status CSS. So then once the model's been loaded, so the way I was seeing this is like use effect, these components they get mounted, and this gets called also. The load model will start loading the model, and it'll keep this animation going. And then it'll trigger this set timeout for about 2 seconds. But if the model's not loaded yet, it keeps the animation going until that stops. So let's see, set garbage status CSS to garbage status trash. So once the model's been loaded, it's going to remove the model status, and it's going to bring back that garbage can. And then we want to be able to allow them to use the cam button, so we won't disable the cam button. Okay, so that's that. We might be able to see that in action right now. Learning animations. Okay, so just gotta change that up. See how it's doing that? Okay, and then it just loaded. Might be able to try that again. Okay. That actually should go away. This whole thing should go away while it's loading. So we'll check that out. I'm in the CSS right here. I did forget something here. Something pretty simple. Just the display. None. Okay. Further removed. Okay, that's for this part. Removed. Let's give it a shot. Removed. There it goes. Could probably set the height for this so it doesn't kind of do that little bit of a jumping kind of thing there. So we'll take care of that probably later. I can't remember if I did that on the original one. I gotta check. But let's keep going here. So let's see for the show webcam. Okay, so first, when they hit the show webcam, we're gonna disable the cam button. Okay, it's gonna check if the users have the right permissions. Okay, and then we're gonna do a check here because enable cam text if it is equal to restart camera and detection, because we're gonna have a way for them to restart the whole kind of like camera and the detection. Okay, and I'll show you that. I don't know if we've implemented this part yet. I'll check. Let's see. No, we didn't. Not yet. Okay, no problem. We'll implement that. We got the load model. After that, we're gonna, when we're loading the model, we want to make sure. So this is when they enable the camera. Okay, we want to make sure that the model loads again, and that it's actually loaded. So we're gonna remove the model status and the garbage can again. Okay. So basically what this is actually this removes the status, which is this part right here. It kind of shows like a little like object detection loading, and then it'll make sure that the garbage can comes back on, and then when they enable the camera, gonna want to, or after the model's loaded, it's gonna the camera's gonna be enabled, and then we want want them to be able to stop the detection and stop the camera. So that's what that is right there. We're gonna come right underneath here, restart cam detection. Set garbage status to waiting for garbage truck. Emptying trash equals false. Okay, this part right here is gonna come into play in the detection function that we have here in the detection method right here. So that's gonna come into play because what happens is there's gonna be a condition that checks if at the moment the trash can is being emptied. Okay, so then let's see here. We got our load model. So from the load model, we're gonna go down to enable camera. Gonna expand on this one a little bit here. So let's see here. So on this error part right here. So if the camera is not enabled, there's no permissions, things like that, we're gonna put some conditions in the like this the message that it's gonna have. You know, we're gonna not allow them to hit the camera button again. We're gonna disable the stop button. So I put this parameter right here because I call this from other places. So if they have this in here as true, we wanna set an alert for that. That there's like no camera permissions. So we put here we have to allow camera permissions, and then set enable cam text, allow your camera permissions, and reload. Basically they have to reload their whole page just to get that going. Let's go up to stop camera. Okay, so in stop camera we have stop detection, And then what we're gonna do is set some text here. Restart camera and detection. I want to make sure that's spelled correctly because we do use this as like a kind of like a statement right here. Set trash can CSS. We're going to use trash icon. Okay. That'll reset if there's any animation going when they stop the camera. That's gonna set it back to where it kind of just like stops that whole thing and sets it right. So see if there's option. If there's no options, detect. Okay, that's checking if we're gonna send this stop camera from the detect method that we're gonna have. Camera status. Waiting for garbage truck. Let's disable cam button. Okay. Disable stop button. True. So we're gonna let them. Sorry about that. These quotes here. So we're gonna let them hit the cam button again, and then we don't want them to stop when there's nothing going on yet. So we want to disable that.